So I was sitting there watching some of the recent Street Fighter 6 footage when it really dawned on me that the game doesn't really have a comeback factor. Obviously Street Fighter 5 was notorious for it. Let me know if something like this ever happened to you. But believe it or not, this is not just a Street Fighter 5 problem. This have been in other fighting games as well.
Standing 2, Savage Sword.
So much damage on that.
But Super Kuma needs one hit here. He needs one hit. If he gets one hit here, it's gonna, oh my gosh.
If he gets one hit here, it's party time. Oh.
It's party time and Chikarin's invited. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here we go. Why did you say that, Mark?
I want to see parties, man.
Oh my god, look at the health.
And the demon, let's go.
I can't believe what we're seeing. And look at the life bar. Oh my goodness.
Is he probably has a sliver, right?
He might have a sliver.
What? Oh my god.
Oh my
Let's go.
Oh,
Obviously, we will never know for sure how strong the comeback factor in Street Fighter 6 is gonna be until we get our hands on the game and a meta starts to be established, right? But what we know so far is that the game does not have a dedicated comeback mechanic. Street Fighter 4 had ultra combos, super moves that you can only get once you are low on HP. Street Fighter 5 had V-Trigger. Yes, you could technically build your V-Bar with other means, but getting hit was the main way you get to build up to your V-Trigger, and the comeback factor of V-Triggers was kinda insane.
Oh, I dropped that.
In comparison to this, Street Fighter 6 have something called critical arts, and critical arts are a powered up version of the character already existing level 3 super. Now we don't know if there are any changes to the properties of the attacks, like maybe critical art got more invincibility frames. Who knows, we don't know for sure, but it seems like you are doing more damage with your critical art, and that seems like the main comeback factor here. It's something that you access once you are below 25% HP, and I think this is actually a great idea. It's kind of a tamer ultra combo, and why I think this is really good is that given what we have seen so far from Street Fighter 6, the pace that you are building meter at, it doesn't seem like you will have access to level 3 super until maybe the end of round 2 or maybe the start of round 3 at most, right? So it doesn't seem like something you will get access to every round, and I think this is an absolutely great decision. The other thing that I really like about it is that you're getting a better version of your super, right? So to get the benefits of this, you have to land the hit. And this is a really big deal. It's not giving you a new option, it's simply giving you an improved option or an improved version of the options that you already have. So you kinda have to make the play yourself to reap the benefits of this. But a dedicated comeback factor wasn't the only reason comebacks were very strong in Street Fighter 5. Yes, stun. Absolutely everyone's favorite part of Street Fighter games. It's been there since Street Fighter 2, believe it or not, it's been there for a while. And see, stun is magical, because if the opponent loves to mash out of stun, the connection will probably die out of it. If they are into rage quitting, I mean, that is their chance, and if you're the one who's being stunned, well, chances are you will get to experience the sweet joys of being teabagged by an underage kid. It's absolutely fantastic in all honesty. And thankfully, Street Fighter 6 is getting rid of the traditional stun. You can get stunned obviously by the drive impact thing, but for the most part, you will not get punished for losing by losing harder. Obviously with Street Fighter 5's ridiculously high damage and stun output, stuns in rounds were very common. With the removal of traditional stun and the game now not having a dedicated comeback mechanic, I really hope that this will be the game where comebacks are gonna be earned more than they were in Street Fighter V. We will never know for sure until we get our hands on it, because we don't know how oppressive the pressure game is gonna be, how strong Oki is and all of that, but things are looking bright. I know that some characters are still gonna be comeback heavy, grapplers will always be, so this is something that you kind of have to keep in mind, but at least for the most part I don't really want to deal with insane comeback factors like we have been dealing with, especially with Street Fighter V in the recent years. Now, I know that comebacks can be good for some players because with strong V-triggers, with strong guessing factor, strong comeback and all of that, you will actually beat people you have no business beating simply because you got lucky in a sequence. This happens all the time in Street Fighter V. I'm not saying you're gonna beat them consistently, but you will get a game or 2 out of 10 simply because you lucked out with a V-trigger comeback. That happens a lot with this game, and hopefully will not be the case with Street Fighter 6. I know it gives these players hope, but I think it's a good thing for the game and for the community in general for wins to be a little bit more earned, right? And that is pretty much it for today's video. Please let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.